What's going on, guys? It is Duke and welcome to another Rise of Civilizations video. This time we're going to be checking out some monumental, I don't know if you want to call it news, speculation, things that may be coming up in sometime in the future here in the kingdom and coming to a kingdom near you. Before we get started, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're growing every single day. The Rise of Civilizations content is fun to say the least. So much going on inside the game. Make sure you have the notification button clicked. And also, if you're new and you really haven't even looked at this game yet and you've been thinking about playing, check down in the description. I have links in there for iOS devices and also Android devices. Maybe you'll get to come play and hang out with me, be on the channel one day maybe. But here in Kingdom 55, it's pretty hardcore with some of the things that are going on. I'm also in Kingdom 117 with my mini. You guys are welcome to join us there. No requirements other than just being active, trying to be involved. You don't have to have 1,000,000 power or 88 million kills or anything like that. Just get involved and be active. That's it. So let's get into the nitty gritty here. So we're here looking at basically when you go into your city and you click on your monument and you go there, this basically breaks down a storyline for you. This game is a story in and of itself. Right now, as you can see, we are in the Great Empire, I guess you could say, chapter of the story here. It's talking about alliances having many members. And as you can see, there's 1 day left and 5 hours, 22 minutes, 23 seconds. It's clicking and ticking down. So what happens when that's finished? So as you can see right here behind my head, I'm going to move it. The last golden apple, the lost temple being occupied. So let's move that and let's read that. Let's read that together. A tower stands tall and cold over mounds of bone and flesh. The kingdom is won, but the land is lost. So the land is lost. So right now, what does that mean? What's going to happen? So the lost temple being occupied, which is a pretty much an achievement in and of itself. So let's bounce out and head over to the lost temple right here. Now the lost temple is no easy task to go ahead and basically take that down, to overthrow it. It's going to take the entire kingdom coming together and being able to pull that down and defeat it and be able to bring home everything that comes along with it. But what happens after that? So eventually someone is going to overthrow it and we are going to take the temple, you would think, because I know there's a lot of great players here in this kingdom that are going to work really hard together to get there. Now what happens after that? So if we pull back now, if you haven't noticed, when you go into your little world screen right there, it tells you the kingdom breakdown. And right here we are on continent of Egria, and there's 8 different kingdoms on that continent. Now think of it like a tic-tac-toe board. You have 3 by 3 board here, basically broken down in a table. Now, if you didn't know this, you can actually go from kingdom to kingdom. So if we start up here, we can't break through, but if you go all the way to the side, we can jump into another kingdom right there, and we can keep coming across, and then we're eventually going to get into another kingdom. So that's 3 across. Now, if we work our way down here, that's the second kingdom, kingdom number 52, which they added a 1 and a 0 in front of, so I'm not exactly sure why. And then kingdom 51. Now we can work our way over. Now here we are. Now if we go up right in the middle, think of a tic-tac-toe board right in the center where everybody usually starts when they're playing tic-tac-toe. This is clouded off. There's fog over this. So that means something. That means something amazing may one day happen. So really, what is going to happen? As you can see, we have 3 different kingdoms right there. My kingdom is all the way up on the top left there, but it's sealed off. You cannot get into that. But who knows? Maybe once, let's get back into our city. Maybe once this chapter has expired, and like I said, this is all speculation. Nothing has been released out of it. They are they're very mum as far as releasing information about what can happen. But I know in other games like this that have been out for a while, kingdoms come together and they battle. So as you can see, golden apple right there. Who knows how long that is going to last? But I think you can also check out to see, once you're in there, you can see if there is a king. Right now, it looks like this is Kingdom 45. There is no king, and they might not be open. I'm guessing that right now in our continent, none of the temples have opened up, and I'm sure once they do, it looks like every single one is going to open up. Or if we bounce up to here, these are the first kingdoms to ever come into the game. Kingdom 1, there is no king, but if we jump out into Kingdom 2, there is a king, and I think looking back at this, it looks like maybe Kingdom 1 through 2 through 8 all have kings. So maybe they're just waiting to see what goes on here, because no one knows yet, and I'm sure that the word will get out. Now, like I said, once that happens, you're probably, this is just speculation here, you're probably going to have to work together to go against other opponents. So, like I said, if you get bored, do not go and create multiple mini accounts and just leave these behind. Because, like I said, there's so much of the story left over, and there's some really cool stuff that's going to happen. So, I know right now, one of our big opponents in the E6 family here is, let me see, let's jump in here with the individual rankings. So as you can see right there, Old Wang, he is the biggest, baddest, what's the name, city right there to deal with. He just is a monster compared to some of our guys here. Now we have a couple big ones in Cookie Thief and Tiberian. They are monsters in and of themselves, and they tend to battle each other. They don't go against each other because you don't want to waste that, but you know, they're kind of, your chest gets stuck out when they come around, and your nerves go up, and it's just like a battle of will. But eventually, who knows, when it goes against Kingdom on Kingdom, Old Wang and Cookie Thief and Tiberian and Bao Kali, they may be all working together. Mr. Unicorn, they're all going to be working together as insane beasts going up against these other kingdoms here. So who knows, one day you're fighting against each other, trying to scheme about how you can push the other out. And then one day, you're going to be working together, marching into a battle against some of these other kingdoms where you might not know much about them. So it's all good stuff. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some of the things that A, you would like to see, and B, that maybe you think will happen. So this stuff's really cool. It's really adventurous. It's really awesome storytelling by Lilith Games, and seeing what's going to happen further on down the line. I'm excited about it. You guys should be too. We will catch you guys later.